Stay. You really need to take a seat for this one because what I am about to reveal is absolutely mind-blowing and might make your wallet cry just hearing about it. We all know that the K-pop market in China is the ultimate battlefield. It is a place where only the chosen ones survive and achieve sales figures that defy logic. But in 2025, a new chapter of history has been written, and the person behind this legendary feat is none other than the sunshine of Stray Kids, Felix. Imagine having to spend an amount of money equivalent to a luxury car or a down payment on a house just to meet your favorite idol face-to-face for a few minutes. Does that sound impossible? Well, for Chinese fans, nothing is impossible when it comes to showing their devotion. Data has just been released from the largest Fansign proxy service providers in China, and the numbers are jaw-dropping. Felix has officially set the record for the most expensive offline Fansign for a group member in all of China for the year 2025. But wait, Felix isn't the only one making waves. We have massive names like Baekhyun, Mingyu of 17, and some rising rookies who are causing a total stir. Are you curious just how high the price of love is in China right now? And why has Felix reached such a legendary status? Stay tuned because this is going to be a wild ride through the world of elite fandom power. To understand the scale of this, we have to look at the data published by a public ranking from a Chinese proxy service that handles over 5,000 orders a year. Felix managed to take the top spot in the most expensive offline Fansign for a group member category through the KMS platform. In the Chinese market, KMS is like the ultimate arena where fans prove their purchasing power. This record is a massive deal because Felix wasn't just competing with his own group members, but with every single male idol active in the industry. Felix's ethereal visuals, that deep voice that resonates in your soul, and his angelic personality have created a perfect storm in China. The system there often involves intense bidding or buying massive amounts of albums to secure a slot. The number of albums required to get a face-to-face moment with Felix was recorded as the highest in the group member category for the entire year. This is truly visual king behavior at its peak. However, we have to talk about the other titans on this list. While Felix rules the group category, the king of soloists remains Baekhyun. He secured the record for the most expensive offline Fansign for a soloist through the JD platform. It seems that when it comes to solo power, Baekhyun is still on a level of his own. Even with so many new idols debuting, Chinese XOLs are built differently, and their loyalty is unmatched. Then we have the heartthrob of the nation, Mingyu from 17. He took home the record for the most expensive solo video call. Let's be real, who wouldn't want to see Mingyu's face on their phone screen in a private setting? Even though it is a digital interaction, his market value in China is sky high, proving that 17's popularity is only getting stronger with time. There are also some unique categories making headlines. We have a tie for the most expensive one-on-one photo event between Zhang Hao of Zero Base One and Park Won-bin of RIIZE. Combining the visual power of these two explains exactly why fans were willing to pay a premium. Speaking of RIIZE, Shotaro also broke a record for the highest head count for a one-on-one photo event on the KMS platform. This is solid proof that RIIZE is the hottest rookie force in China right now. Looking at group-wide dominance, Stray Kids didn't just win through Felix. As a whole group, they achieved the record for the highest single-session China sales. This means in just one session, their sales volume outperformed every other group in the country. Not to be outdone, 17 dominated with the highest domestic offline sales and the highest single-session video call sales. It really feels like 2025 is the year of the Stray Kids and 17 era in China. We also cannot ignore the incredible run by ENHYPEN. They swept multiple categories, including the most expensive Korean web offline event, the most expensive viewing entry, and the most expensive group video call through Weverse. Chinese engines are truly in a league of their own when it comes to financial dedication. You might be wondering why fans in China are willing to pay such astronomical prices. In Chinese K-pop culture, these events are more than just meeting an idol. They are a status symbol. Securing a slot for someone like Felix or Baekhyun is seen as the ultimate achievement for a fan. Since offline access to idols in mainland China can be limited, fans go all out whenever an opportunity arises, treating it as a once-in-a-lifetime event. It's their way of showing agencies exactly how much power their fandom holds. What do you think about these record-breaking numbers? Do you think Felix's record will stand for a long time, or is there another idol who could break it by the end of the year? One thing is certain, Stray Kids' dominance in China is getting more intense by the day, and Felix has proven he is a true global icon. If you had the chance and the budget, whose offline fansign would you fight for? Would you want a moment with Felix or a private call with Mingyu? Let me know your thoughts and your ultimate bias in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2025 fansign records, make sure to like the video and share it with your fellow fans. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the latest, most dramatic updates from the world of K-pop. Beyond the raw numbers and the shock value of these record-breaking prices, we have to look deeper into the cultural phenomenon that makes the Chinese market so distinct from the rest of the world. The achievement of Felix and Stray Kids in 2025 isn't just about wealth. It is about a highly organized and competitive fan culture that views idol support as a collective mission. In China, fan sites and individual bars, which are massive fan organizations dedicated to specific members, often pool their resources to ensure their favorite idol stays at the top of the rankings. When we see Felix hitting the highest offline fansign price for a group member, it reflects the sheer scale of his individual C-bar's power. These organizations don't just buy albums, they strategize, they analyze market trends, wait for the perfect moment to drop their bulk orders, and create a narrative of dominance that forces the industry to take notice. This level of spending also highlights a shift in how fans interact with their idols. We are moving away from a time when simply buying a CD was enough. In 2025, the ultimate goal is the experience of proximity. For a fan to sit across from Felix, look him in the eye, and have a personal conversation for 60 seconds is considered a priceless memory that justifies any financial sacrifice. It is a form of luxury consumption, just as someone might buy a high-end designer bag or a limited edition watch. K-pop fans in China are investing in a high-end emotional experience. The fact that the KMS platform recorded such high prices for Felix suggests that the demand for him far exceeds the supply of slots available. This scarcity is what drives the prices to levels that seem astronomical to the general public. Furthermore, we have to consider the ripple effect this has on the K-pop industry as a whole. When agencies like JYP Entertainment or Pledis see these numbers coming out of China, it directly influences their global strategy. The data provided by proxy services isn't just for fans to brag about, it is a roadmap for future world tours and marketing campaigns. The record-breaking sales for SEVENTEEN and ENHYPEN in categories like viewing entries and video calls prove that the digital divide is narrowing. Even if an idol cannot physically be in every city in China, the fans are willing to pay top dollar for a high-quality digital connection. This has led to the rise of more sophisticated video call setups and exclusive viewing events where fans can watch a fansign happen in real time, even if they aren't the ones talking to the idol. It is also fascinating to look at the diversity of the 2025 records. While the veterans and established giants like Baekhyun continue to hold their ground, the presence of newer groups like RIIZE and Zero Base One shows that the Chinese market is constantly evolving. The fact that Park Wanbin and Zhang Hao are already commanding some of the highest prices for photo events tells us that the next generation of K-pop is already securing its financial foothold. These rookies are not just popular, they are profitable. For Shotaro to lead in headcount for photo events indicates a massive, broad-based popularity that differs from the concentrated, high-spending power of a solo bar. It shows that his appeal spans a wide variety of fans, making him a versatile asset for his group's expansion in the region. However, with great power comes great responsibility and scrutiny. The high cost of these events often spark debate within the K-pop community regarding the accessibility of idols. Some argue that these high price tags turn K-pop into a playground for the rich, while others see it as the natural evolution of a free market where demand dictates the price. Regardless of where you stand, it is impossible to deny the impact these Chinese fans have on the survival and success of these groups. Without the massive influx of capital from these record-breaking Fansign sessions, the lavish music videos and high-production world tours we love might not be possible on such a grand scale. As we move further into 2026, the industry is watching closely to see if anyone can dethrone Felix or if Stray Kids will continue to widen the gap. The dedication of C-Stays has set a very high bar, and it has turned the act of buying an album into a high-stakes game of prestige. Every time Felix smiles at a fan during one of these expensive sessions, that clip goes viral on social media, further fueling the desire of thousands of other fans to be in that chair next time. It is a cycle of inspiration, aspiration, and incredible financial investment that keeps the K-pop machine running at high speed. What we are witnessing is the professionalization of fandom. These aren't just kids with hobbies. These are sophisticated consumers who understand the power of their data and their dollars. When the history of K-pop in 2025 is written, the records set by Felix, Baekhyun, and the rest of these icons in the Chinese market will be remembered as the moment when the financial potential of individual idols reached its absolute peak. It is a testament to the charisma of the artists and the unparalleled passion of the fans who support them.